last week. By the middle of the week, I started to show you guys some situations from 50-50 guard. For a lot of you guys today, is gonna be the first time you see this. Okay, so the 50-50 is a guard when I have one of his legs between my legs, okay, across, not in the same side, and I have my legs locked like kind of like a triangle. Okay, this position is a position in the beginning when people start using, especially in competition, as a position a lot of people start to stall, okay, just to secure the leg and try to stop the fight. But nowadays there's a lot of attacks, okay, and it's a great way when you have some bad position to put ourselves here, escape from the bad spot, and put ourselves in a position you can start to attack. Okay, so last week I shared with you guys when the person pass using leg drag pass. Okay, I explained you guys how to create the baby hook around the leg, and you start to use the butterfly hook on the underneath the leg to start to bring the leg up, and you start to cross, getting the 50-50. Okay, today I'm gonna explain you guys escape from the back. Okay, how to get this position, escape from the back. Especially for the white belts, I'm gonna give you guys some options just so you guys have an idea how to escape. If you have a hard time getting the 50-50, I want you guys be simple and try to work the way how I'm gonna explain. Okay, so your partner will be on the back with one hook in, and the side of the person has the hook in. The person is gonna underhook your arm. Okay, this arm is not gonna be over, it's gonna be under, and the other arm is gonna be over. Okay, so it's just gonna have one hook in. Imagine it during the sparring, the person end up with one hook in, underhook side, and the other hook is not in yet. Okay, so the first thing I need to start to think about defending my neck. Okay, so that's the first thing I do. Every time the person ends up in my back, that's the first thing you guys have to do. So look, the grip he has across, I go with my grip across, I'm gonna try to make my tongue go inside like this, okay? And the other hands I go with 4 fingers, and I'm gonna create a frame here. I need to start to pull his arm down, because just making my grip here is not enough. If he start to bring his arm up, my hand's gonna choke myself. Okay, every time I get this grip, I need to release the pressure a little bit. I push everything down, like this, okay? Now, I'm gonna try to protect the second hook. The way how I'm gonna protect, I'm gonna try to bring my knee as close as possible to my body, and I'm gonna place my elbow near, close. Because that way there's less space to him get the second hook. Okay? So more space you leave between your leg and your elbow, easier it is to the person place the hook in. Okay, you need to try to attach it, stay super small, and try to attach yourself in this position. Okay? Omar is gonna drive me to the side of the underhook, and you guys gonna be in this position. It's super common to see people here, okay, in this position when the person has one hook, the bottom hook, the overhook on top, and I'm defending. If I stay here and don't do anything, Omar is easily to him, lock his feet, stretch me out, right, and get a second hook. Okay? So when I end up here, I have a few seconds to do something in order to try to escape. Okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to bring this knee as close as possible to my body, and I'm gonna start to use my toes on the floor. I'm gonna cross my leg, and I'm gonna start to drive my way towards him. Somehow, I need to apply pressure on him. The way how I'm gonna apply pressure on him is use my feet on the floor, push against him. Okay? As I push against him, look how he has his head on the floor. That's the right thing to do if you're attacking the back. I'm gonna try to win this battle here. Okay, I'm gonna try to duck my head under his head, and I'm gonna try to place my head on the floor. But the first thing I do is this. More space I create here, look, easier you'll be to guys start to jig your head to the other side. In this position. Okay? First I'm gonna explain getting the 50-50, then I'm gonna show you guys some easy options from here. What is important here if you guys wanna put yourself in the 50-50? If your hips is below your partner's hips, you're not gonna be able to escape. I need to bring my hips above his hips. For a second, I'm gonna let it go this control, to push his knee down. So I never let it go the grip across. Because if I let it go the grip across, the choke attempt is going to be very easy to the person choke you. Okay? So try to avoid you let it go the grip is across. If you need to let it go while you're escape from the back, you need to let it go the support hands. That's the support hands. Okay, whatever arm is over is the same side, not across. Do you guys follow me? Okay, and my back is gonna be on the floor like this. I'm gonna make this grip on his knee, and I'm gonna start to rise my hips above his hips, like this. Okay, so look how my hips start to go above his hips. Okay, when I get this part of the position, this leg is free. I'm going to start to circle this leg out, and I'm going to try to make a hook on his leg. Okay, so usually this knee, the person, when you start to slide your hips above the hips, the person is going to try to bring this knee close to your hips again. It's the right thing to do. When this knee comes in, you need to push, and look, you hook the leg. When you hook the leg, now is the part of the position, you're going to expose yourself a little bit, but you have to do it in order to escape. I'm going to start placing my head close to my knee to try to make this grip on his leg. So I have a hook in the leg, I'm going to do this, look. And I'm going to start to attach myself on his leg. If you guys notice, I still have the grip across. Okay? When I get here, this grip goes to the other leg, and I start to bring his knee close to my chest, look. I attach myself on his leg. Okay, it's gonna look like a knee bar, but it's not a knee bar, okay guys? You might feel a little bit pressure on your knee if you keep your toes facing the person like this. If you're gonna release the pressure, keep your toes pointing up, like that. Now to bring the leg to the 50-50, I'm gonna start to cross, the leg all the way, all the way, all the way, until he's putting himself on top, and I'm safe, and I have the 50-50, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create 2-on-1 on his arm to don't let him choke me right away. I drive to the side and I bring my knee really close and I start to activate my toes. More space I create here, easier it will be to guys start to win the head position. After the head position, you guys need to push the knee down and you start to bring your hips above the person's hips. Like this. Okay? Now I'm going to start to step my right leg across, back, and I'm going to try to make a hook behind his knee. If I get that hook, I have a few seconds to attach myself on the leg. I'm going to start to dive into his leg. When I catch, I let it go and I go 2-on-1. Now pay attention to this. When I start to bring the leg towards to my chest, if the person has understand what's going on, they're going to try to put themselves on top and step on the floor. Right. In the same side. Because what happened now? Look like you have one leg X, but you don't because your legs are across. So this called unfair 50-50. Okay, why call unfair 50-50? Because there is no frames on him. If Omar starts to grab my collar, he's smashing his knee down, and I come back to a very bad spot. Okay? If you end up here, right away, you need to step your foot on the floor, you start to rise your hips up, to bring the leg up and cross. And then you save. You do not stop when the leg's in the same side. You step on the floor, your hips going up to apply some pressure in the leg, and then I start to cross. And then I'm safe. Okay? I'm gonna do one more time, just do it. Then you guys are gonna take a look. Then I'm gonna give you guys some easy options. So I go here, hook, attach myself on the leg, pull, he starts to come up on top, I cross, and I'm safe. Okay? It's super common to see this in the lightweight divisions, in the higher levels, okay, like in the higher belts. So from the white belts, the other thing you guys can do, like I say, try to don't compromise your hands is across. You guys can use, I like to use a hook on the foot. I don't use these hands to push this hook out because that's the hands I should stay on the neck the entire time. Okay, don't place your hands here because that's when the person goes deep in the collar and you end up tapping. Okay? You use your legs against the legs. If you are not that flexible, you can step on the foot. Okay? If you are flexible, you try to hook the leg. Okay? What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna start to slide my knee over his leg, and now I'm gonna start facing him. My elbow is free. I start to place my elbow close to his body, and I start to slide out. And I'm gonna end up on top. Okay, this is the most simple way to get off the underhook side. And everything remains the same. I need to maintain my 2-on-1 control. I need to win the floor, and then I start to think about the hooks. I avoid the second hook, and I work to escape from the bottom hook. I can go here, or I can go here, but avoid doing this. Okay, this is like, all right, I try here, I can't. I need to take try to take the opportunity, but I recommend you guys never let it go this grip across. Okay, I go one or here. When I start to step, look, I step on the floor, I stay heavy on top of his leg. Now I'm going to start to slide my hips towards this way as I face him, and I'm out. Okay. The second option, if you feel, you start to raise your hips up, and the person lock like a finger four on your legs. The person lock a finger four. If you try to get a 50-50, you're not going to be able to do it. You put yourself all the way on top, look, and you're going to end up in the reverse half. Okay? If you end up in the reverse half, you either hug the head or you control the armpit. And what is important here? You always need to free your knee line. If your knee are stuck, you need to push the knee and slide yourself all the way back in order to escape. Okay? You're gonna do this technique first, then you're gonna do active drills. I'm gonna explain after, okay? So just one more time. Underhook side, try to win the floor. You either go here and you put yourself on top. You start to push the leg all the way down, you hook the leg, and you start to attach yourself to the leg. You pull the knee towards your chest. When the person starts to come up, you cross. And then you have the 50-50. If you try to hook, so let's say you try to hook, and you cannot find your hook, you put yourself all the way across in the body. Okay, you do a nice back step, create movement, lose your hands on the floor. You're gonna end up on top, okay? So look how my knee, turn this way. Look how a big piece of my knee is inside, and that's not good in this position. I need to make sure I hug, and I start to slide my hips. That's the reverse half guard. And I'm out, okay? Put yourself in the underhook side. Start from here, and work your escape, back and forth. Okay? Let's try. 1, 2. Let's go.